This was funny. I mean, kind of sad, too, in some ways. But speaking of celebrity offspring, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas have a gorgeous daughter. I think it's called, her name is Caris, which I think means kiss or love in Welsh. I forget which. And she appears with her mom on the cover of Town and Country. Look how beautiful. I mean, Inside, she talks about growing up with a famous dad, saying, I thought my dad was a pancake maker. I didn't know he was an actor, honestly. She also said she was teased about her father's age at school. He was 58 when she was born. Wow. And people would be like, your grandpa's here to pick you up. Oh. Yeah. That's not very nice. Yeah, Frank was 63 when Cass was born. And he said, I'm a dinosaur dad. So is Clint Eastwood. We're very cool.
Do you think some of that's kind of fading away? Because I feel it's like all is accepted now.
I mean, maybe it is publicly. I don't think it is privately. I think people still have really nasty opinions.
You know what's funny? I've thought about that too, because being an older mom, you don't want to edit ahead in your life and think to yourself, okay, when my child is here, I'll be there. But I feel like there are a lot of women in the group who have had kids later in life in some way or another. So I mean, it's something you do. I think you think about.
And I really think that 50 is the new 30. I mean, I think we're living longer. People are taking better care of themselves. And look, I mean.
You know what? I learned from the whole experience with Frank that love is lousy at math.
Yeah.
He was 23 years older than I was, and so was Michael and Catherine. And Catherine and Michael and Frank and I both had the same birthdays.
What?
Wow.
Yep, with the same. I think the same amount of years between us.
That's
and then
crazy.
the same birthdays.
Kathy, love at first sight?
With Frank?
Yeah.
Well. You want to hear that story? It's a cute little story. It was over at a different morning show. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was there to do a commercial with an Alpo commercial with a bulldog or something. And I was walking down the hall, and there somebody is leaning over a sink putting in contact lenses. Greatest set of buns I have ever seen in my life.
I like it.
I didn't know he was a world-class tight end because Frank was, but and I just had radial keratotomy, which is a precursor to LASIK, and I said, "Have I got an operation for you?" And this voice, which is recognizable, came back, "Yeah, with a fool on either end." Meaning the person who gets the operation and the person who gives you the operation. So that was the beginning.
Wait, did he turn around and then what?
No, I didn't know it was Frank until later. I just thought, I know that voice. So, you know what? He was so much older than I was. He was married at the time. I was going through a divorce. You know, we were friends for 4 years before we ever fell in love.
And you made a beautiful couple.
They did.
Thank you.
What about your first date with Jennifer? Was that love at first sight?
Oh, this is cute.
Well, hold on. Let me get a drink.
Why are you doing this to me?
I have the benefit of vodka, but no.
They have a different take on it, right?
We would, if you asked Jennifer if she was here, which let's pretend she's not here, she would debate you that it was a date, and I, to this day, say I was just there like friends, and that's probably why I felt so comfortable.
No, he was not.
And
no, he wasn't.
Want to give that lady a microphone again?
She just mouthed liar. Okay. So it was a date.
You guys had different perceptions of it.
Yeah, you knew. You knew it was a date.
I did. I mean, by the way, thank goodness for me, because then if I thought it was a date, maybe I would have fumbled a little bit all over myself. But since I was there as friends, we just had like the most magnificent 3-hour conversation.
So you weren't nervous or anything?
Yeah, but then I went to the bathroom, and then I started building some courage, and I pulled out my phone and I actually texted her something.
Wait, you texted her when you were in the bathroom?
Yeah.
What did you text? You guys hear?
I texted her something along the lines for TV of, you look very beautiful. Television.
What? You guys, she doesn't want it.
What did I say?
Your moment. I don't want to be on camera.
She doesn't want to be on camera. She doesn't.
We'll just be on microphone. That's okay. We just.
You can say it.
You text it. You say it.
We can't say it.
No, you can't.
No, we can't say
it.
You
said you are hot.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes, well, we got it.
That's closer.
That's closer. We know what you said.
But by the way, that is the cutest gesture, to go to the restroom and you missed her already.
No, hold on. What happened was, sometime around sometimes around the 7th inning of that date, or 6th inning, I realized, like, this may be not friendly. This may be a date. So then I built some courage. I had a little vodka. I was so nervous. I said, do you mind? I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. I said, do you mind if I have a drink? So I had 2. And then I went to the bathroom. I said, okay, now I'm going to get really tough on this. And then I wrote her what I wrote her.
How cute are the two?
And apparently it was a smart thing to do, because she's here.
And then the fireplace went off. Fire alarm. and we had to rush out of the building.
Did you?
Yes.
That's how hot you guys were.
It was.
You set it off.
Two Leos.
Two Leos.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway.
That's just.
All right.
We're so happy you're here.
Thank you for coming to see us. All right.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.